Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dewi Sustiawati. My student ID number is 33210067. I'm from class 336A01. I made this video for Project Midterm Test, Applied Linguistics. So I chose the topic about the development of applied linguistics. Let me explain first about what is the applied linguistics. According to Smith and Salsa Murcia, 2002, applied linguistics is using what we know about a language, what it's learned, and how it's used in order to achieve some purpose or solve some problems in the real world. The first one is 1940s. The term applied linguistics dates back at least to the 1940s in the USA, when linguists applied analytical methods to the practical problems of producing grammars and phrase books and developing language courses for the military, especially in language of the Pacific that were little known in the West. As the result of this history, the term applied linguistics first became associated with language teaching. In America, in 1948, a conference was organized by Charles C. Price, supported among others by Kenneth L. Pike and W. Freeman Treadle at the University of Michigan to disseminate information about work at Price English Language Institute. At that conference, started publishing the paper Language Learning, a Quarterly Journal of Applied Linguistics, the title and summary of which clearly demonstrate the connection of applied linguistics with second and international language teaching and learning, is an important chronicle of development of applied linguistics over the past 60 years. Next is 1950s. Applied linguistics began its life in the 1950s as a postgraduate qualification. Its initial target, largely language teaching, has been always practical, policy-oriented. Its preparation at postgraduate level has been multidisciplinary, and as in mathematics, there is a continuing tension between pure linguistics and applied linguistics. In Britain, a school of applied linguistics was established by G.C. Harford at the University of Edinburgh in 1956, and the Center of Applied Linguistics was set up in Washington, D.C. under Charles Ferguson in 1959 with the intention of improving English language teaching, encouraging the teaching of unusually taught languages, and performing experiments into language use-related educational processes. 1960s. In 1960s, applied linguistics was expanded to include language assessment, language policy, and second language acquisitions. The British Association of Applied Linguistics, or BAALL, was formally established in 1967 with the following aims: the advancement of education by fostering and promoting by any lawful charitable means the study of language use, language acquisition, and language teaching, and the fostering of interdisciplinary collaboration in the study. In the late 1960s, applied linguistics began to establish its own identity as interdisciplinary field of linguistics concerned with real-world language issues. 1970s. In the 1970s, there was continuation of the broadening of the field of applied linguistics. Applied linguistics became a problem-driven field rather than theoretical linguistics, including the solution language related problems in the real world. Professional organizations dedicated to applied linguistics, such as the International Association of Applied Linguistics, IALA, in 1973, and the American Association for Applied Linguistics, IAALL, in 1977 were established over the next 2 decades. In this time, its growing samples of language assessment, language acquisitions, auto-literacy, multilingualism, language policy and planning, and language teacher training. During this period, applied linguistics was spared from formal linguistics and later from social linguistics. 1980s. In the 1980s, applied linguistics truly extended in a systematic way beyond language teaching and language learning issues. In professional settings, translation, bilingual, and multilingualism. These intentions are well documented in the first 2 years of the journal like ILA, Applied Linguistics and International Journal of Applied Linguistics. The founding of Applied Linguistics publication, notably Applied Linguistics in 1980 and the Annual Review of Applied Linguistics in 1980, placed the discipline on a research basis, and papers published in those publications suggest that applied linguistics had progressed beyond language teaching through files of inquiry by the 1980s. Plus is 1990s until present. In the 1990s, applied linguistics had broadened, including critical studies and multilingualism. Research in applied linguistics was shifted to the theoretical and empirical investigation of real-world problems in which language is a central issue. Today, there are various developments that have emerged during the recent years and will probably continue to define applied linguistics in coming decades. Now, emphasis is given on the notion of language awareness, attention, and learning. Language teacher development also has moved in new directions. More importance also is given to the use of language in academic and professional settings. Attention is paid to discussion in language testing and assessment. In addition, applied linguistics nowadays discuss the role of critical studies. It covers critical awareness, critical discourse analysis, and critical pedagogy. So, applied linguistics has developed a great deal from its beginning to the present. And below are the commonly regarded two files of applied linguistics as noted by Greb 2002. The first one is second language acquisitions. Second language acquisition theory deals with the range of variables, in particular age of immersion, quantity of input, which may interactively determine the level of ultimate attainment. Next is language assessment and testing. Language assessment plays in a gatekeeping role in terms of the functions they serve for institutions and the corresponding preparedness for institutions to invest in their development and validation. It has always involved the development and implementation of frameworks for describing students' progress in language learning over time. Next, language policy and planning. The practical nature of language planning deals with the analysis of policy making in contexts where language is a part. Language problems always arise, which could involve rival interests, reflecting relation among ethnic, political, social, and bureaucratic and class groupings. Language policy and planning research then draws on knowledge far beyond linguistics to solve such problems where necessary. Next is lexicography. It's important and an integral part of applied linguistics in second or for foreign language learning and teaching at all age and levels of education. It's concerned with the writing and study of dictionaries for first or second or foreign language education. It also involves mono, bi, and multilingual works in general children's school, college, and specialized technical dictionaries. The next is multilingualism. This is the use of more than two languages within a speech community. Applied linguistics deals with the sociological, psychological, attending problems, and so on, and the implications of this language on the speech community. The last is corpus linguistics. This is aimed at improving language description and theory. Applied linguistics task is to assess the relevance of the language description to practical application. Corpus data are essentially for accuracy in the description of language use and help show how lexis, grammar, and semantic interact. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.